Hi, once again, this is Brother Teacher. I have another challenge for those of you that would be willing to take me up on it. I'm doing it myself, of course, because you must lead by example. And this challenge is going to really be, no pun intended, challenging because many of us love sugar. Yes, I said sugar. And did you not know that there's some form of sugar in virtually everything that we consume? In virtually everything that we buy from the grocery store that's packaged, it contains some form of sugar. So here is the challenge that I'm offering to you today. I want to tell you what it is, and I want to tell you what the benefit is of the challenge. We want to try to lose as much weight as we possibly can from Monday of this coming week to Friday. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, that's 5 days. Now, today is excuse me for a moment. All right, I apologize. It's the 23rd of September. This year's moving right along. So, here on the 23rd of September, this is Sunday. I'm doing this early enough, hopefully, that most of you will have time to prepare yourselves mentally to undergo this challenge tomorrow morning. So, beginning at 6 o'clock a.m., whatever your schedule is, you just have to govern yourselves accordingly. But beginning at 6 a.m. on the 24th, which is Monday, September 24th, I would like all of you that would to abstain from all sugar except that which is natural. I'm going to give you some substitutes in a moment, and I'm going to tell you what you should avoid. And if you have not been doing your research, if you have not studied and read any labels for a while or at all, this is a good time to start doing it. Now, it can be a little tedious doing this, but once you get used to it, it becomes second nature. Now, if you've had health problems in the past, if you've had problems with your weight, sugar is caustic. It is a problem. Anytime you consume processed sugar, white sugar, confectionery sugar, high fructose corn syrup, any of these artificial sugars, once they enter into us, the living organism, they automatically cause inflammation. They cause allergic reactions. We have problems with our organs. We have problems with our pancreas and the insulin issue. And some people can, as a result, end up with diabetes because of your body not being able to handle the excess sugar, especially all of the sugar that's not real sugar. Okay, they're derivatives of something sometimes that's real. For example, pure cane or white sugar comes from sugar cane, but it's been bleached. The process that it goes through to come to your supermarket is deadly for the human body. It tastes good when you put it on cereal, your oatmeal, and you're making cakes and pies and so forth. But somewhere down the road, you're going to pay for it. And you're going to pay for it dearly because your body's going to start letting you know in no uncertain terms that you're doing something to me that's not natural. and you're harming me. So in the form of disease and cancer, it's coming. Now, so what I'm asking you to do today, let me get on through this. What I'm asking you to do today is to eliminate anything that you have grown accustomed to. That means when you have a cup of tea, a cup of coffee, stop putting the white sugar in it, especially when you go to a restaurant. I'm a coffee drinker. I use minuscule amounts of sugar, but I'm going to stop doing that for 5 days, as hopefully you are. No white sugar. No artificial sweeteners. That's Splenda, NutraSweet, aspartame, nothing containing high fructose corn syrup. It's in your ketchup, your hot sauce, your barbecue sauce. It's in virtually everything. No jellies and jams, no puddings, no pies, no cookies, no candies, no cakes, if I haven't said it already, no ice cream. Nothing that contains sugar. I guarantee you that if you follow this for 5 days, number one, you're psychologically and emotionally going to feel good about yourself. And akin to that, you're going to be relieved because you will lose real fat from your body. So I'm going to also encourage you to make sure that you are doing some sorts of exercises throughout the week, especially some cardio, if you're able to do that. I'm considering those people that might have some sort of limitations or even handicaps, but do something. If you have some issue or problem and you need some suggestions for exercises, just let me know and I'll respond to you. But stay away from all of those pastries and all those things, your guilty pleasures that have sugar in it. Okay? All of the sauces, the creams, and so forth. What do we call it? The stuff that you put on the taco. I should know this already. It's white. I can't think of it right now because there's a lot on my mind. But anyway, sour cream, I think it is. But anyway, all of these things contain sugar. So what would you do to replace the sugar if you just want to replace it? You can use raw organic honey. That's permissible. You can use stevia, which comes from a plant, the stevia plant. You can use agave. Okay? You can use coconut sugar. All of these come from natural sources. All of the laboratory concoctions, stay away from that stuff. So I've given you some alternatives, and if you can research and find some other alternatives, I don't want to beat you up with all of the different possibilities. I've given you some key ones. So again, organic raw honey, stevia, agave, and coconut sugar. Those are very good. And any other natural sweetener. But all of this other stuff, leave it alone. It causes cancer. It causes obesity. Leave it alone. So now, what you're going to do? You should be eating as much vegetables, fresh, as possible. And you are allowed to eat fruit. Don't overdo the fruit. The fruit has sugar in it as well, but guess what? It's natural. So, vegetables and fruit for those 5 days. You can still eat meat, and I would hope that you don't overload your system with meat, especially beef and chicken. Be very, very moderate in your meals. You don't have to eat a gigantic plate of food for breakfast and lunch and dinner. The human body was not made for that. Our bodies, once we receive enough nutrition, that's all we need for the day. Our culture in America has led us to believe that we must have meals a day in large proportions. That's not accurate. Now, backing up again, we're going on a abstination from sugar, processed sugar, all sugars. So do your homework tonight. Find out those things that have those sugars in it, those products that you normally buy at the grocery store. Now, if you want your children to do it, use your own discretion as to yes or no. I'm talking about you, the adults, right now. If there are teenagers watching this by some chance, then I'm encouraging you to also do it and ask your parents about abstaining from sugar, artificial sugar, that is, all of them, starting Monday at 6 in the morning, and we're going to end at 6 p.m. on Friday. And so, starting today or tomorrow, get on the scale, or get on somebody's scale, or guess what your weight is. Don't weigh yourself anymore throughout the week until Friday comes. Okay? That was it. Now, are you prepared for this challenge? Are you willing? Are you gutsy enough to take on this challenge? Let me tell you, sugar is as addictive as cocaine is, as drugs, because it's a drug too. And it has been designed to make us addicted to it. That is why it just infiltrates our whole food chain. Within our grocery stores, you find it everywhere, from corner to corner in the store. Something's chock full of sugar. So it's going to be hard, and you may have not realized this, may have not even thought about how addictive sugar is, but you will once you stop ingesting it for the first couple days. You're going to get a little irritable when you haven't had your donut, your cake, your pie, and so forth. Read a good book, go for a brisk walk, work out in the gym, do some push-ups and some sit-ups, do some exercises at home, go out with some friends to a movie and so forth. But don't indulge in sugar for 5 days. And when it's all said and done, I'm going to come back on here and I'm going to check to see who was able to accomplish this challenge, this 5-day challenge. And I'm going to applaud you. We're going to applaud you. And listen to me carefully. I'm doing it as well. And I love to have my donut and my coffee. But starting Monday at 6 o'clock in the morning, no more. I'm going to go the whole 5 days, along with those who are willing to do it as well. You will have better mental clarity. You're going to feel healthier. After eating all of this fresh food that I just mentioned to you, these vegetables and the fruit, you're going to be okay. Just don't overdo the fruit again. And if you have fruit juice, make sure you make it yourself. The stuff that we buy in our grocery stores, labeled fruit juice, it may have 100% juice on it, but I can almost guarantee you that 99% of the time they've added sugar to it as well to sell it. Okay, this is Brother Teacher. I bid you success in this challenge, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care.